Basically, you need to make yourself very clear. Who are your targeted audience? Do not always emphasize on the products, but mainly to emphasize on the problem solving.
Hello everybody, welcome to AdsHelper Expert Insights. Today we got this really great guy. I would say he's like a ninja, the great ninja in digital marketing world and social media marketing. He is an expert in social media marketing, especially in Facebook. So guys, welcome William!
Thank you. So my name is William. Basically, I'm from Alostar, but now living in Penang for a few years, quite some years already. I think 4 or 5 years ago, I started to do my online marketing stuff where I come into contact with online that time by selling some electronics products and so on, partnering with my sister-in-law. One of my weird hobby is starting a business, which is why I got about 8 businesses running myself and my partners. 3 for myself and another 5 is partnering with a few partners. I like to grow business, but I don't have time to grow more. That's why I started the coaching business so that I can start more business by teaching people to do business. So I started to count, I think, around 500 students I've coached.
What?
About 1 year? Yeah, 1 year's time.
1 year, guys! 1 year, 500! This guy!
And then from the feedback of my students, I think about 50 plus of them are earning about 5 figures a month.
This is impressive. Right?
It's kind of fun, this journey.
This is impressive. So, since your flagship is social media marketing, so what do you think the differences of the traditional marketing as well as online marketing?
Okay, actually all businesses, I can say every business, we need to run an advertisement to let people know, unless you try to sell your products to your relatives or your friends only. So if we want to reach out to the strangers market, we marketers will call it the cold market, we have to advertise. For traditional business, the advertisement cost is very high. I can say very high. Like for instance, take an example. If you want to do the streamer on the road pole, the lamp pole things, I think 1 year at least you need to budget about 200-300k ringgit Malaysia to do that.
Yeah, I still remember those days.
Yeah.
Well, when advertising is so expensive.
Definitely. But for online marketing, actually, if you know how to do it, if you know what you are doing, I think the budget can cut down about 1 or 2 zeros from that cost per year. So it's kind of fun and it makes it a lot of less effort for a youngster or for a guy who willing to start a business, who wish to start a business. Make it more easier for them to start it with a lower cost already for nowadays if you want to start a business online.
How low?
I think probably in my case, last time when I started to play with the online marketing, but that's 5-6 years ago already, I'm taking about 300-400 ringgit to start a business.
Per month?
Per month, yeah, the return is about 5 figures.
Oh, wow! With 3 figures, you're actually making back 5 figures. Guys, this is something, right?
That's poison, that's drugs, you can make you addict.
so you're literally having this online marketing is your money printing machine that you can just keep on printing money, right?
It's only a lot of hard work because it's not passive. I can say it's an active income because you have to work on it. If you stop working on it, then if you not systemize and build a brand properly, your income will not be passive. So I also like to work on business. That's why I would not say it's a money printing machine, but it's a kind of another source of income, which is I can say massive.
Alright.
Yeah.
So William, to me, Facebook is a very noisy market. How do you actually make your ads stand out?
Okay, so the difference between Facebook and other ads, the difference is because Facebook more focus on the behavioral study of human, which means that it's just like another virtual society within the society, I can say that. So when you try to use Facebook to advertise, you cannot treat it as a normal advertising platform where you just spend money, not spend, it's spend money, like hantam one day 500-600 or few thousand ringgit to make it just like a newspaper to go out there to everyone in the market to talk about your business. So your products, you're offering your products, how good your products is, like something like this, and it will become very expensive and you become just another guy, another advertising guy on Facebook. But if you truly understand social media marketing, where it is a society where you socialize with them, you can actually study the person behavior, what they like, how they like it, and what is their behavior, what is the words they want to hear. You can customize it very well. And another cool thing for Facebook, actually it can just let you to select which type of behavior of that person that you want to talk to, just like a customized salesperson, I can say. So when you understand that concept, you actually can craft your words and your graphics towards that particular person, so that as if like you are speaking to him one-on-one, so that your conversion will be quite high.
But
so
speaking about conversation is always about one person interacting with each other. But online marketing, especially social media marketing, is more on I speak and you just sit there, wait for a response. If that guy didn't respond, which means it's one-way conversation to me. To me, it's a one-way conversation. So how do you actually get this response fast and you capture it precisely?
Okay, that's a trick there.
Oh, wow.
You can see when a person is looking at Facebook, sometimes inside their mind already got one sentence, which is the conversation to you that they want to find an answer through the net. So they already have one sentence there, a problem to be solved. When your message, you craft it not just few lines, but it's a like a paragraph. We call it a sales copy, and that one serves as a message to them. So when they look at it, they found that inside their mind got the question that answered by your copy, it's just a conversation. It will treat that it will act as a conversation to answer their questions. So eventually you can convince them to buy your products. You don't need to have two-way conversation like always talking to each other, something like this. But you can answer their questions by using your sales copy and your graphics. So it will help you to make your conversion even much better.
Cool. So do you have actually any tips for beginners, right? If they want to start their Facebook advertising, do you have any tips for them?
Okay, for beginners, if you want to start a business by using Facebook, basically you need to make yourself very clear. Who are your targeted audience? Do not always emphasize on the products, but mainly to emphasize on the problem-solving part. Like for instance, your product can offer what type of solutions to the audience that you want to target. So that one will will help you to craft your sales copy, your sales letter, to become even more like friendly to them, so that they can eventually easier to buy from you. So at the first stage, the first step is to make clear of your own audience. The second step is do not try to stock up first, because the stock is a problem. It's like a few thousand ringgit or few 100,000 to make you to stock that product. You can use Facebook to run a very simple ads to tap the market first. Make sure your product is welcomed by the market.
Something like pre-order?
Maybe I dare not say to be pre-order. I will say as a teaser, so that I see how your product respond, how the people, the market respond towards your products, and you only decide whether you want to bring in the products, so that you can just, maybe I can say, make a few loss like 10 to 20 ringgit or 30 ringgit on the ads, and you will know whether the market accept your products or not. Then after that, you only decide to start the productions. Then you can start your campaign to push your products already. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So so according to what you said, it's more about the human understanding, right? It's more about the behavior, you need to understand about what they really want first. And also, is that what you mean?
Yes, it's true, because as if you know, social media marketing is all about socialize. So we need to understand the human behavior before we start the marketing, because now it's unlike other online marketing part, like you're doing banner ads, you're doing solo ads and so on, those buy those ads is like bursting ads. But for social media marketing, it's like you are sending out a team of salesperson with different niches, go out to the market and find your customers and craft the words to talk to them. Like for instance, if you want to visit an engineer, you need to talk the engineer language. You want to find a chemist, you want to talk the chemist language. So you, like for instance, my own products, I got about 5 or 6 ads targeting the same products but different copy, different products and so on, because we are talking to different people in the market, like Zumba, like gym person, so we have different words for that. So behavioral is the best thing to do it. We are not opening a shop by the roadside to let people visit a shop, so it's totally different concept. So study is a must.
Well, actually, that makes me think of is something similar if you are having a shop. So you meet a young person, a young lady, the way that you tell her, or you meet an older lady, the way you tell her is going to be different. Like maybe some people they want to hear about how good is the cloth, how good is the quality, but maybe the other one want to listen about how cheap is not to say cheap, is how valuable it is, right?
Yes.
So that's what you are saying, the perspective, the different perspective. So that's why you have multiple campaign, multiple ads landing page that can fix it in to all the audience, right?
Yes, you're right.
Wow, that's a lot of hard work, isn't it?
That's true, because for me, marketing is all about test, try and error. So yeah, my everyday job is to create about 8 to 10 ads for one product. So every day is creating ads and eliminating the failed ads. So it's like everyday job. So my job, if you ask me whether I'm still working, yes, I'm still working, because it's a job for me. Every day I have to do all these things, the routine for me to create ads and evaluate and shut down all the failed ads. So it's about tests every day.
So lesson of the day: good money, half of good work. Right?
Yeah.
So you just don't wait there and then just, people say you spend some ads, the money will come in.
No.
You still need to do some hard work.
That's a beast.
Yeah. So okay, one last question. I think this question a lot of friends, a lot of people out there, businesses out there will ask. How do they actually determine what is the unwanted audience, and also how much the budget they should plan in for their budget, monthly ads budget?
Monthly budget, okay. From monthly budget, I think I strip down to daily budget so that you can have a better understanding on that. For the unwanted visitor part, I will solve that needs first. A lot of people thought that it's Facebook fault that bring in some fake likes and so on. I never saw this name before in Malaysia. But to be frank, those are real people working in Malaysia. So come back to behavior. We as a Chinese, Malays and Indians is hardly press a like on a post unless we really like it. If you agree with me, yeah.
Yes.
And for other races that we do not so understand their behavior, as what I can see from one survey that the time I having my breakfast at the mama there, I saw a foreign workers playing Facebook with his new phone, because I quite buddy with him already, because I always visit the shop. So I saw him playing Facebook. Is like every post, each and every single post, he like it, everyone.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then when I saw the
behavior.
friends recommendations, he scroll and add every friends. So I was like, wow, that's culture shock for me. I was like, whoa, you play Facebook like this. From that time, I understand that that's not a fake like. It's true people. So about unwanted visitors is not about unwanted or wanted, something like this. If you know your customer audience behavior, when you target the right audience, for instance, I got one student that selling diploma course. Actually she get business, she get sales from Indonesia.
Oh wow.
Where we always in Malaysia say that
Cross nation, right?
Yeah, in Malaysia we always say that well, some other races they don't want this, don't want that, but we do not wish to exclude potential customers. But you got ways to do it. I can say you got ways to do it. We definitely know.
Yeah, that's why we will need to learn from William and in his courses and in much more details things, right?
Yeah.
So William, what do you think about budget?
Okay, about the budget you want to spend on the Facebook ads, I strongly recommend you to not one shot push in a lot of money. It depends on the audience size. Like for instance in Malaysia, if you narrow down towards the niche that you are selling, it will become not much audience, like for instance like 100,000 or maybe 70,000 of the audiences that you have. So per day, I would suggest about 10 ringgit for one ads, and then if you want to spend higher budget, you can create multiple ads. Multiple ads like you can create 10 ads, different angle, so you can have 100 ringgit spent on ads per day. So why I suggest like this? Because most people won't have those kind of rush, like once you saw your ads, then you straight away buy. But more towards the long term, like they saw it every day, like brainwashing, and they always decide to click in and see what happens. Some of them are behavioral, it's like this.
Oh, wow.
So I think you don't need to put in, from my experience, you don't need to put in a high budget on single ads. You just need to don't put all the eggs in one basket, in short. So you just can distribute out to 10 or 20 different ad sets if you want to.
So for this 10 ads, how long we should actually testing it?
Depends on the reach, because Facebook nowadays you will learn the behavior of the audience that you set. So usually if you not talking about technical jargons, I will talk about layman terms, 3 to 5 days. But if you want to talk about marketing jargons, you need to see the reach, the impression that it send out the reach.
Do you have any example for?
The reach is about, for fitness, about 1,500 reach. For like beauty and all those money making opportunity thing is about or businesses proposal is about 3,000 to 5,000 reach. So which means the ads delivered to 3,000 to 5,000 people in that sense.
Wow. So after you determine your reach, then you can know is this ads is actually successful or not.
Yes, you're right.
Alright, thank you, William, for sharing with us so many great information and useful information.
Thank you.
And I think we really enjoyed this session and learned a lot from you guys. If you guys want to learn more from William, please check out our website or William website, Symmetry Marketing Academy. Yeah. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you. Thanks, William.
Thank you.
So William, have you ever actually tried on AdsHelper, the tools?
I heard it before, but I wish to try it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.